Chad and Karen Southwick.
Hello.
Hi.
Can introduce you anyway, but I think the most important thing that's ever happened in your life, the 2012 Albany CrossFit Next Top Coach.
Yeah.
Winner.
Yeah.
That guy.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I was with James, and I completely forgot
Okay,
about
good.
that. So he reminded me of it. I was like, I need to remember when Chad and Karen are on.
Yeah. It was a three-way tie, if I remember correctly.
It was who? It was Allie. Was it Alex the third?
No, Jenny.
Jenny Fouché?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, okay. Forgot about that. Okay, Allie Meacham, who's now with Push Press. She's like head of HR
Awesome.
at Push Press. I hear about her a lot because we're really close with them. But you weren't in it.
No, I was not a coach.
So we had just too much
aspiring.
time. Aspiring. We had too much time around this period at Albany CrossFit, and we did essentially a reality show.
Well, there were a lot of interns. That's why. I think you decided that because there were so many interns that we had to like kind of figure out a way to
Get rid of some.
Well, maybe.
It was like It was like a reality show. Like it was like true to reality shows. Like before the end of episode 1, Cena disqualified himself. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't even. Can you remember who else was in it?
I think Oi was in it.
Oi.
I think Oi was in it. Yeah.
It's funny you say Oi because no one.
Yeah,
his
right.
name
Yeah.
other.
Ryan.
We call them other intern.
Yeah. Oi.
And we call them Oi. Ryan.
I still call him Oi to this day. He's a member of our gym.
Oh, Oi is a.
Yeah.
And
He's
you
around Oi.
literally. I love
call him
when
Oi.
a good nickname sticks. Wait, Ryan's a member of the box?
Yeah. He's up at Round Lake. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I wonder who else. I can't remember. I mean, the cool thing is, everything that exists on the Albany CrossFit YouTube.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, we
whenever I
gotta
tell
go
these
see.
stories, like people are like that didn't happen. I'm like, here it is.
Well, I thought you were going to bring up the interview that I did with Sano because I interviewed Sano like in your office.
For one of the challenges.
For one of the challenges, we had to like interview somebody, and I don't remember what the crux of it was, but it was like the first time I think I ever put a YouTube video of myself on the internet, and I'm sure it exists to this day. It's out there. And there was something funny about it. I don't even remember, but I thought that's where you were going with trying to roast me. But
no, I think it was James, and it was like the first few challenges were like clean the closet.
Yep.
Like little things.
Yep.
But then it became like things we were doing that proved you could be an asset. Like we used to do. Caleb and I spoke the other day. Like those Sunday chats were cool. Like back before podcasts, even like we were before Rogan.
Yep.
Like putting podcasts.
Yeah.
out
The
there.
original.
Yeah.
The original podcast. So, no, the reason I want to speak to you, amongst many other things, is you were a coach of mine, and you went and opened CrossFit Avitas.
Yep.
And we'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of a coach leaving you, because since you've opened your affiliates, you've had 2 coaches leave as well?
Yeah, at least 2 off the top of my head.
You mean to start?
To
To
start
start a
another
box,
gym.
yeah.
Yeah.
Many coaches leave, but
Yeah.
so I will start from here. One, you both were members first. You were already married.
No, we weren't actually married
Well, you
when
were
we started.
together. You came in
Yeah.
as
Yeah,
a
we were a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you got married, but I remember you invited Kevin, I think, and not me to the wedding.
Yeah, you
that
asked
true?
several times.
Well,
for
Kevin
the
lived with
invite.
us. Kevin lived with us.
I forgot it.
Yeah.
He lived
He lived with us for a little while. Yeah.
in Guilderland, and
Yep.
you saw that. Like I've never been invited to your house, so I don't know what it looks like. But it was like you had like a lot of land. I want to say.
We actually moved out to the kind of the hills a little bit, but yeah.
Where do you live?
In Voorheesville.
Voorheesville is away from your box in Round Lake.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a hike. It's like 40 minutes.
But, and I also want to talk about that. Like, you've taken over a second affiliate, so pros and cons that
Yep.
you were thinking about
Yeah.
now. So, do you remember Jess Lasky? You might not have been around at the time.
But the name doesn't ring a bell, no.
Very first early member, like top 5, left eventually to open her own box, and we handled it poorly.
Yeah, sure.
We've reconciled, like, I've apologized. Like, a lot of it was Kevin was there, and he was not a good right-hand man at that type of stuff. Like, Kevin's great at many things. Talking me off ledges was not one. But by the time you opened, I think you're maybe like the 3rd, 4th, 5th box that did it, and things were handled, I hope. Because I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard your side of it, how I handled it.
I'll give you my side of it. I think we had initially, after I became a coach, it wasn't very long until we started talking about, like, hey, what about a 3rd location? Because you had 2, right? And we knew Guilderland was a nice neighborhood. That's where we lived. And we were like, hey, could we do a box over in Guilderland? And you kind of very quickly took on the mentor role for me to help kind of start that process. And it definitely helped, and it started to snowball. But at some point along the way, it just we kind of like diverged. Like you were really busy with a lot of the other stuff with the gym, with the 2 locations, and potentially the 3rd in Saratoga, I think, at that time.
And I think it was right. I was on seminar staff.
Seminar staff too. So there was a little bit of a divergence just on the way of like how much time was being spent, and we just kind of mutually agreed that like, hey, I think we got this, and like your help was like instrumental in getting us the confidence to get to that point. But we just kind of ran with it, and we agreed that it didn't really make sense to be like a 3rd location. We just kind of did it on our own. And you were super supportive of us doing that. And I always took that with me because I felt like our role in the community is to help see the whole community grow and to support each other. And it's not like I was opening it down the street from you either.
No,
it was a little bit of ways. But
it's funny, like people all weekend long have like been bringing things up that I was like, do I have a really bad memory? Because I remember nothing.
Oh, same.
Like Kat was like, do you remember this conversation? It was like so important to her. I was like, I didn't even know you were. I was honest. I was like, I didn't know you worked for me, Kat. And she was like, I was like big involved. And like I think towards the end of my ownership, I was like burned out.
Yeah.
And I was just like checked out.
Mm-hmm.
But
you were still supportive, and I think
I remember. I have a very vivid memory in the office at Albany Cross of that conversation and coming to a few conclusions of like, one, Chad and I are so different that I was like, I will ruin it for you. Like I remember like your brain is very different than mine, and I was like, this was like the beginning of my maturity, like this point in time, and also like the idea too of like, it's more important for you to have 100% than me to be involved at all. And like, you know, like if I'm involved, like I know what affiliates make. I was like, it's not going to be worth my time, and it's going to only make your job harder.
Right. And, you know, I remember back then, before we kind of took that plunge and did it, I remember reading an article and saying something on the order of like, you're going to have to spend like the better part of a year coaching like most of the classes. And I remember thinking like, man, that sounds like a lot, you know, and I had a full-time job at the time.
Yeah, you guys were both at GE.
Yeah.
Your Chet was telling me you're gone now.
Yeah, just this year.
That's
yeah.
really cool. But like, side note that you guys have left your full-time, like GE was like, you guys were making what, like $1 million, I want to say.
More or less,
good
yeah.
money, you know,
Yeah.
good money,
Not
benefits,
really.
you know.
No, but like
Yeah.
two
Enough.
like engineers, like from you guys both went to RPI.
Clarkson. We met at Clarkson.
Clarkson,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
a good school too.
Yeah, yeah.
It's-
No, like
Yeah.
I'm just point being like it's commendable that you were able to create something that allowed two people, especially now with a baby, like
Yeah.
to support your lives. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was definitely obviously not a linear process, and if we had to do that, if we had to make this leap 5 or 6 years ago, it would have been, I think, a tall order, but the business was ready for it, and you know, we're doing it, and we're just continuing to like, how can we kind of work better as a team now that she's not also at GE?
How long have you been gone now from GE?
Just this year.
Was that
like January.
more the business or more being a mom?
Being a mom. Yeah.
Are you full time, like mom? I mean,
I'm a
you're all
full-time
moms
mom
are full time.
now. Yes,
like,
moms
no,
are
I
full-time.
check out. No, but I mean,
I didn't
does
know
the baby
either.
go to daycare or anything? Or
No.
Oh, so you have
Yeah.
the baby full time.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
It's fun. It's
Are you
not
serious?
impossible.
Yeah.
Well, can we tell your story a little bit?
Sure. Yep.
So you guys, I think this was probably, unless you were trying before I had left the area, that would be like 10 years ago.
When did you leave?
Yeah, probably.
13, 14?
Yeah, about then.
Yeah, a little after that.
Yeah, you were trying and like,
Yep.
what's the word? Like failing essentially.
Unsuccessful.
Not working.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
same with us. Like,
Yeah.
And then I know I would see like your posts about going to the same thing we were going through, the needles and the
Yeah.
inject.
Mhm.
It's so hard.
Yep.
Like
Very hard.
Roz was injecting herself like with like needle. Like this.
Yeah.
But then your sister carried the baby.
She did, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wanna
we
give her a
did do
shout out?
surrogacy. Yes,
Yeah.
Lauren, the best sister ever. I've told her every day that
All
I
the
see her.
times, was she your younger or older sister?
She's my older sister.
So she probably gave you more grief growing up than you gave her. So this is payback.
I don't know.
Like all the times you were mean to
No,
me.
she's just an angel.
And
She's,
what's your baby's name?
Sonia.
Sonia.
Yeah.
Sonia Southwick.
Yep.
Yep.
What's
Yeah.
the middle? Is there an S middle name? Triple S?
Lynn.
No,
Sonia Lynn.
Lynn. Yeah.
SLS?
Yeah.
So, and how old is she?
She's going to be 8 months tomorrow.
Yeah.
8 tomorrow.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about being dad and a mom?
You want to go first?
Go ahead.
Oh, I don't. Everything. I just love having a little buddy.
Just
my
doing
buddy.
whatever to make her laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime she laughs, it's just like lights me up.
It's funny. Yeah, now Madison's 4 last night. she FaceTimes. But like, there's things that happen when they're that age now, and you're like, it's hard to understand because you didn't have that technology.
Oh, sure.
Like, if I can't imagine being 4 and being like, let's FaceTime with my dad.
Right.
Yeah.
Or she like has YouTube as a verb. Like, let's go on YouTube. Maybe it's a noun. I don't know. But she's FaceTime. She's like, and we have a very different relationship. Like, I'm the fun parent.
Sure.
But also, like, they're deathly afraid of me, which is key to life. Like, afraid. I'll give you a story about Bodhi. But she's like, gets on the FaceTime. She's like, watch me dance. Because she knows she's got this, like, weird thing that she does, and it just makes me laugh. And Ross is like, what is that? I was like, that's her thing.
That's
Like,
her
she
dance.
makes me, yeah. So Bodhi, this was like 2 weeks ago, he's screaming. It's like, when I put him to bed, it's quiet. When Roz is putting her to bed, you would think there's like 100 people upstairs. There's guns involved. And like, no, so Bodhi's screaming, and I'm like, Roz is like, I don't know what to do. I was like, watch out. I go in his bedroom. He's 2. And this is literally how I talk. I'm like, bro, you need to stop and you need to go to bed.
Yeah.
And I shut the door. Quiet.
Wow.
And
I feel like it's going to be the other way around with us.
oh no, it's just like, dude, like, enough. Because I don't know why I look at him very differently than Madison. It's probably a gender thing. But I'm
Could
like,
be.
you need to, like, this is, like, enough. I don't look at him like he's 2. I'm like, you could just stop, dude. Go to bed.
Well,
It works.
Do you think
All
your
right.
coaching style resembles that from a gender perspective too? Like,
Yeah,
for the
probably.
guys, you're just like, stop, take the weight off the bar.
Yeah, there's probably a little bit of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
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 Even dogs over the years, I've always been rougher on the boy dogs than the girl dogs.
I feel like that's revealing
remember
in
Marley?
some way.
3-legged lab.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Um, So anyway, let's go back. We could talk about kids all day.
yeah. Right.
So you left your career, but we were talking about, you getting started, you leaving. Do you remember anything I did that was helpful and anything I did that was harmful?
Well, so I think around the same time that we kind of split off to start our gym, there were other things happening. There were other coaches looking to start other gyms. Like
And
this was right around a second bubble, if you will. Right?
Yeah, no, like Dean left.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't remember who
Fraternity
else.
was in there, yeah.
And that was something I did always appreciate about you. Like, I tell affiliate owners, it's like, and I tell coaches, like, be upfront and honest.
Yep.
A concern I never had with you was like, I'm handing out
Yeah.
Avitas
Oh, yeah,
gift
like
cards.
in your gym,
But you're
yeah.
also like from day one upfront about it, which it's like cool. That doesn't come as a shock and a surprise.
And the thing I took away from that was
Art.
the intent. So making sure that, like, if the intent of it is what I deem to be, I guess, positive and overall good for the community, like, then I should be supporting it, right? As long as their intent is, I guess, more holistic and more positive in nature, then that's what I should support, and I'll do whatever I can to support them. And we have done that. One of the benefits to us being a little bit more like analytically minded is I do think it lends. One of the things that we've leaned into is just being able to check our ego at the door a little bit more
Yeah,
over the years.
you have minimal emotion.
Yeah, maybe less.
Minimal.
Maybe
Less than minimal,
too little
that
at
guy.
times.
Yeah.
Maybe too little emotion at times. But
Is he different with the baby, with Sonia?
Yes, kind of. He's still very emotionless. Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
In all aspects of life.
Yeah.
It's working.
It's
Yeah,
working.
we balance each other out.
You were one of the, like, back in the day, like, there weren't a lot of couples at the box.
right.
You guys were like,
Well, you know why? Because we didn't really work out together.
We did.
He
was
was
a-
in like the double wide doing his thing with the big kids.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
taking class.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
good, like a good little
Yeah.
yeah, you were a better member than he was.
Yeah. I am.
Well, for
For
sure.
sure.
But I knew, so the reason why I kind of split off, I wanted to do a lot of the coaching eye development. And for me, that was videoing my movement and watching it back and doing that over and over and over. That's one of the ways I honed my coaching eye. Before I was coaching other people, I was just like really hard on myself with just hours of video of me moving so I could make those changes on my own. And that was just like the self-discovery process I went through. But in hindsight, I'm like, yeah, I should have taken more class. I would have learned more.
Well, we were saying the other day, Karen's going to get her L4,
Yep.
Sure.
right? You have your L3, I assume.
Yeah.
We both do.
You both do?
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
We'll come to Boulder
Yep.
when it's offered.
Absolutely.
Bring
Yeah.
James with you. But no, she was saying, like, and you were, like, self-aware enough to be like, my classes aren't fun.
Yeah, I that's my effort. I'm
No, he
always
says this.
No, I do, and that's one of the things
And
that
I would argue they're probably a little bit of fun, or you wouldn't have 2 affiliates.
they're
but-
more fun than they would be if I wasn't actively trying to make them fun. Whereas I think Karen, it comes more naturally. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
like,
she's bubbly. So actually,
Yeah.
well, that's a good segue. How does a coach? Because this is common, like presence and attitude. People often say you can't teach, and I disagree because I think there's a lot of things where it's like, well, what's presence and attitude? You smiled, you made eye contact, like
Right.
like
Yeah.
if you can break it down into subcategories, like
Yeah.
you were loud, we heard you. So what are some things an engineer-brained coach does to make it more fun?
I think I'm pretty aware of like the vibe of the room. So if things are stale, I'll still like go and like if I'm talking to somebody on the side and like people are doing their warm up, I'll like make my presence known by being a little bit louder and like trying to end with a little bit of like a wisecrack or something, and then that like that.
Just the fact that you said wisecrack is why you're not fun.
Yeah.
Well,
Like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's it.
If this were like 1950s, that word.
Yeah, fair enough. But I guess I'll try to like start that little bit of energy over here and like intentionally like make it bigger so that it like
Did I ever give you feedback of that when you were developing? I don't remember because I don't truthfully
My
remember
biggest-
you not being fun.
my feedback was always just you talk too much.
Yeah.
And too technical, too analytical. Try to distill it down, talk less, make them.
You
make
were
them do
Brett.
more. Yeah, Brett and I were very similar, and I think unfortunately, well, good and bad. I shadowed him a few times, and he gave
You're
me
like, I'm great at
he
this.
gave me good feedback. But I think he
best
and I were
coach.
pretty similar. He and I were pretty
But
similar.
I bet you as a whole, you make a great balancing act
Yeah.
at the box because
yeah.
you know, if like, man, that class was a little boring, technical, they can go to Karen's,
Mm-hmm.
a little more fun, and maybe they're not that you're not coaching, but maybe it's not quite as, because I'm far more like,
Technical,
I always
yeah.
tell people like, randomly, like, you're an L4, can you help me with my snatch? I'm like, I'm not the guy for that. Like, I'll get you to hit 95 pounds.
Right,
But
like-
if you want to hit 225, you got to go to somebody better than me.
And those are the things that I really move towards. Try to find like the little nuances, the efficiency points, and like
Yeah.
the people that love that, I connect with really well. But if the people that want like a little bit more of like that supportive mother figure, like that's where Karen kind of fills in the gap. And I think, we
Yeah.
do make a good team because of that. We've been able to like maybe connect with more people collectively than if we were just by ourselves.
How many members are the two affiliates at collectively?
They're about 150 each, right?
Between the two,
Wow.
I think it's
Yeah.
330 between the two.
Yeah.
So, Round Lake existed, correct?
Yep.
Was Noonan there? I just saw Jonathan Noonan
Yeah.
walk
Yep.
by.
Yeah.
He was still around.
the other day. Yeah.
He's a member.
Oh, he's a member of yours?
Yeah.
He was wearing like a 2013 regional shirt. I was like, bro, that's so old.
Yeah.
he does all our apparel now too.
Oh, does
Yeah,
he?
Yeah, he
crushes
did our
it.
shirt.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
what the best part about being here over the years. Like speaking of Sean and Kayla, that's crazy.
Sean just came
Sean
back.
just started back too. He's
Sean,
with
you're
us.
doing
Yeah.
CrossFit again. Sean
Yeah.
Wells. Another married couple from, well, you guys were married previously,
Yes.
but yeah, all these years. What I was going to say is like seeing old school people like these two, Kayla. Wow, that's a collector's item.
Yeah.
Um,
I still have an old ACF coaching shirt.
I know, I
Yeah.
burned them all. But you took over an existing box.
Yep.
So walk
Yeah.
me through this. I imagine someone as analytical as you, there must have been spreadsheet upon spreadsheet.
Yeah, I mean the analytics of the actual business weren't that hard. I mean, calculating the like ROI, it was more the uncertainty of like what kind of attrition should we expect
Yeah.
if the ownership changes, like, and people aren't beholden to us in any way. How quickly can we get in there and like earn their trust and make them want to stay? Because there was an attrition problem with that gym as we were kind of acquiring it.
Previously, like not because you were coming in,
No,
they just were struggling with
before.
retention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why they were kind of looking to sell.
Yeah, yeah,
Get rid
If
of
only
it.
there was a company.
yeah, right.
Oh, this was a long time
Yeah.
ago. I don't think there was a
What
company
year did you
there.
take over?
2019.
We were just getting started. We
Yeah.
didn't know enough back then.
So yeah, in 2019 we kind of fell into a deal to acquire this gym, and the biggest hurdle was a lot of the staff had also left.
Yeah.
So we knew we only had, I think, one other coach at our first location, and to acquire a second location, we didn't have any other coaches. So we're like, how are we going to staff 2 gyms when we can barely even staffing 1 gym?
Well, and that's what Fern was saying yesterday. We were talking to a box, and it's like, you need to be able to leave your gym and go to this other gym.
Yes.
And most people are like, you can't use your current staff, and especially knowing the locations, like, I can barely get Brett to drive to Albany.
Right.
He's not driving to, you know.
Yep. Yeah, we knew we couldn't leverage the staff between the locations because they are 30 minutes apart, and we knew it was going to be primarily us being on the hook. We did go into that with the idea that that was going to be Karen's ticket out of her day job.
This first box is paying for me.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
However, kind of full circle. That ended up being the case. It just took longer for us to get there than we want. Also, COVID happened in the middle.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
So you had 2 boxes during COVID.
Yeah,
and New York
we took over in 2019.
New York got hammered.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we took over Round Lake in June of 2019, and then
March of 20-ish.
and then March of 20. So we had like 9 months-ish to like earn their trust, to like help them want to stay and support us through the pandemic. I think we did a pretty good job getting to that point and retaining a lot of the members because of that.
But I'm just thinking, like, you barely had enough. Like, you're just gaining their trust. And it's like, did I gain enough trust for them to come back?
Right.
Yeah.
Or continue paying during COVID?
Yeah, that was a big one. Continue paying.
And ironically, in December of that year, we announced we were going to do a rate increase for that gym because the rates were kind of lagging behind, and we earned their trust by putting some money into the gym and then saying, hey, we're going to increase rates and we're going to invest more in the gym. But the rate increase was scheduled to happen on April 1st.
Right, so they're not there.
Well, so the gym was closed. It's like, how are we going to do this? We still ended up going through with the rate increase, but we basically offered everybody that was with us during COVID essentially like a lifetime loyalty lock for staying with us.
At the rate increase.
At the rate increase, yeah.
Has that been a bad move or a good move now?
I think
it hasn't hurt us.
It hasn't hurt us, and we have raised our rates since then.
But not for them, you're saying?
We actually did an optional rate increase for everybody, for the people that were founded. And
like, hey, we told you we would keep this, but if we've...
And some people did. Some people were happy to pay more because they understood that it was going to help the kind of health of the box. And that, I think, it took a little bit of guts to ask them to do that because I
like that move a lot, though. I think it's important to be like, it's also showing them, like, you might not even be aware. We did increase our rates.
Yeah.
We made a promise.
Yep.
And it's been tempting because we have OG members too that have founding rate lock. We have OG members locked in from way back 10 years ago.
So you've honored that from.
Yep. Yeah.
So I
wouldn't have done that.
No,
I know. We started in a park.
Yeah, we started.
And we had 30.
You're talking about You're talking about Avitas, not Round Lake.
Yeah. So the Giller in the first location.
Yeah.
We do have.
So you have people locked in.
We still have people that have been with us for 12 years now.
What's that price?
It varied because they made different kind of commitments at the time. It was like a 120 to 150.
And now what's your rate?
199 for unlimited.
That's a fantastic rate. And I mean, for those that don't know, we're in Albany, but
we also build 28 days now, so we don't do it monthly.
You're doing great. I mean, when people are like, we can't charge that. I mean, you're in Guilderland, New York. Like
now, we stratified our rates in line with that. So when we did our rate increase last year to the 199, we. Our previous rate was 179 unlimited. We went 2X, 3X, and unlimited, which we didn't previously offer the 2 and 3X.
But you're essentially saying if you pay 179, you can continue paying that, but you are getting less.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for a lot of those people, they may have only been coming 3 days a week anyway, so they didn't know anything else other than the 28-day, the shift to 28 days.
So was getting a rate increase. Do you feel by doing that, any people are now training less, though?
No.
In fact, I think the one thing we've done to support people not settling on 2 and 3X is, and this is a big shout out to Dave. Dave helps us a lot. Dave Edelson, he's been with us since day one.
Yeah. Who is Dave?
One of our coaches.
He's one of our coaches. Yeah. He's out there volunteering today. He basically.
He can't see you. He's not here.
He just saw me. Oh, not Dave. Hi, Dave.
He really pushed for a committed club. So 2 years ago, we launched Committed Club, And
So you're doing, by the way, and I do say this all great. It's cool to see you're doing like a lot of things we coach.
yeah, and I think that it's because they're effective. Like,
But
you know.
well, I appreciate that. But I also think like that's important for us. Like the whole reason CrossFit works is it's free.
Yep.
Like steal it. Like
Yep.
we want people out there, affiliates, to do the stuff because it does work.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know where he learned about Committed Club.
Must have been us. We're the
It
only
was
people that
probably
have
you.
ever.
Yeah, it's definitely you. For
copy,
sure.
it's
He said,
trademark.
Jay Ackerman
Well, so
said,
we do use Push Press, and Push Press does have it built into their app.
From
and
us.
so
From Fern.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So the fact that it's now in the app and the first thing people see when they open their app is how many of the 15, because it's 15 sessions a month.
So why? I understand what you're getting at. It's like, well, they want to hit it, but what incentive do you provide other than like I'm in the Committed Club? Cool. Like
Stickers.
okay. Well, I'm gonna give you one more thing to do.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
hear
All
it.
right. So this is for anyone for free. You have your Committed Club, 15 people, right? I'm sorry, 15 classes.
15 sessions a month.
15 sessions.
Yeah.
I want you to go to Rep Fitness because Rep is our partner, not
Okay.
Rogue. I love Rogue and Bill and
Okay.
Katie, but go to Rep.
Sure.
Shout out to Rep. We'll get you a discount.
Okay.
You're going to get a very cool looking barbell. What cool looking to you could be like, your colors are green, I want to say.
They were back in the day.
Oh, what are they now?
It's like a
Blue.
blue and yellow now.
Okay, so I want you to get a blue bar with yellow sleeves. I don't know if that's possible.
Okay.
Male, female.
cool bar.
Male, female. Whoever makes the Committed Club one raffle winner, that's your bar for the month.
Oh,
You
cool.
get your own private bar. It sits over here.
Fun.
Only you can use
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
So a lot of our clients do that.
I like that.
It's one of the things we do. So it's just like, and then like the fun part is like, so one of our boxes, Randy and Choss were saying, whoever wins the Committed Club, like often will show up late and be like, oh, let me just grab my fancy bar, right? So stuff like that.
So it's a show.
Yeah, we have another box that says like, one of the Committed Club winners over the years like started writing a note that like now has extended and gets passed on. Like you have great pride in this bar, so it's a cool little thing
Oh,
you
that's
could
cute.
do.
Yeah.
But you can like a lot of
Fun.
people do like all gold bars, but it's just like one more
Sure,
thing like,
yeah.
to
Just a
show
fun
off.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're also trying to incentivize like streaks and like the whole year. So if somebody makes Committed Club for the whole quarter, we raffle something off, like
Yeah.
a Yeti mug or something. And then at the
Something a
end
little bigger.
at the end of the year, we haven't decided what like if you get all 12, what
We
you're going
kind
to
of
get.
This will be the
decide
first-
at the time.
This
will be
is the first year.
year.
So we've typically said like 10 to give people like a little bit of grace of the
Yeah.
12. But I think as long as you set the standard, 12 is cool.
Yeah.
And then you could do some. That would be like maybe you're in a raffle for even a free year or something.
So I do have one question for you on that. We've had some members ask about, well, like, hey, they get Committed Club every month, hands down, but I'm going to be traveling for like 3 weeks and I can't come to the gym. Do I miss Committed Club even though I'm like a ride or die Committed Club person?
Are they going to other gyms?
So some maybe, some no.
I think you're traveling. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
Like,
That's where we
That's
stand
what I
now.
said.
That's
I said,
where
you're an adult,
That's
you
where
don't
we
need a
stand
sticker.
currently.
yeah, but I also think it's like that's the point.
The opportunist in me wants them to go to another box because I think all of our members should have to drop in at another box at some point because I think that will help us shine in a lot of ways.
For sure.
But it also opens their
it
eyes
helps a lot.
and makes.
Right, I think this was actually just posted in our client Slack, and I saw most people leaning against what I would say, which is in line with you, which is like, as long as you go to an affiliate 15 times, you're in.
Yeah.
But tag us on social media so we can
Yeah,
share
like
it.
maybe I would definitely say
like take a selfie
something
with the
that's-
coach or
yeah, like
something,
There,
yeah.
there has to be a way of not only to track it, but
Yeah.
ideally it's advantageous to you.
Right.
But I think because the whole point is you're committed.
Yep.
Right.
It's like you're not committed to Avitas, you're committed to fitness.
Yeah.
To yourself.
Yeah, but I think it's like
Then it's a slippery slope. Can I just do the workout at home?
no, I think as long as that's
Yeah.
like, for example, we've been on the road. I've exercised every day. I'm the only one on the team. Sometimes Nate exercises every day. But like I was out doing a dumbbell workout by the pool, that wouldn't count.
Right.
But on Friday, I worked out at Albany Cross, so like that would have counted.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
I think we should do that. It just makes a little more work
I
for
would,
us to remember.
I would say the other advantage for you as an affiliate owner would be we know the challenge of vacation is coming back.
Right.
So
Right.
if you were away and trained,
Then you're ready
the
to come
likelihood
back.
you come back is, even if it's like 1% higher, is
well,
important
especially
for you.
if you go to a gym and you're just like, oh, I miss my own gym. then they'll be like, I got to get back. Or even like, oh, this gym does something really cool. I got to tell Chad about it so we can do it at our gym.
And I think, like you said, one of my favorite things when I owned Albany would be when people would come back. I went to this box and it was terrible. Like, I'm so glad I go here. You guys do all these
it helps
things.
your ego a little bit, doesn't
Well,
it? Yeah.
I like hearing both sides of it because I don't know. I want to hear that people are having really positive experiences in the community.
And I think that would be different now. Back in the day, it was like no one was coaching.
But it's also still hit or miss. It's still pretty hit or
depends.
miss.
But also maybe they come back and like they did this and you think like, okay, cool, I'll try that.
We will get some cool ideas. Yeah.
I mean, we've had that when we drop into other boxes. Sometimes we're like, well, that was lame. And sometimes
Also,
we're like, oh, look at what they did on the wall there. We should do that.
We usually pick their brain because we don't travel like we used to, so we don't get as many.
You're about to travel less.
Well, right,
I'm going to tell you that now.
Yeah.
Ross and I are going on our first ever family trip Tuesday, and it's like a 2-hour drive.
Where?
We're going to Glenwood Springs, which is like essentially a kid's town in Colorado. Like there's like water parks. You know?
Fun.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to go, but
it's different now.
It's you're just parenting elsewhere.
Yeah.
So,
right.
And it's harder.
Yeah.
They're not in their own bed. They're out, like our kids are so routine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And they get crazy when they're out of their routine. So what's one thing that was much like you thought it would be as far as ease, and one thing that you were like, oh, we did not even consider this when opening a second box?
Like easy and hard, you mean?
Well, in our case, and this probably isn't normal. The gym we acquired, the CrossFit Round Lake, the community there is amazing. It is. I don't like the word autonomous because that's kind of it's not a very warm word. But
I get it. It's a separate.
It's able to sustain. The community is able to sustain itself without us being super integral to it.
Do you have a GM there?
No, I'm the GM for basically both.
So you
locations.
run both, but do you have a main face, or is it you, Karen?
It's me. It's both of us. We did for a little while. We had a coach that was there kind of all the time, and she was more of the GM, but she's since moved away.
Because I mean, that's
probably going to be my role.
Get a third and fourth. It's like a regional manager, essentially. Or you're the regional manager, then you have a manager
at each location.
Yeah.
No, that's kind of the role that we were planning on me taking.
Which with a couple,
it helps.
It helps, but to get a third.
Yeah.
And it also somewhat depends on the distance, because at some point it's like, this is too far.
The distance is challenging for us because it's 40 minutes from our house. So early mornings there, I'm getting up at 4 on the dot.
You sometimes coach there?
Once in a while,
this summer I've been pulled back in for some morning classes there, which was, especially with the little one, has been a shock to the system.
Yes.
But you just make it work,
I didn't coach the 5:45 a.m. once.
No.
At Albany CrossFit.
But you had somebody that was
Brett was super reliable. I was talking with someone. It's like, it caused its own set of issues, which is like, I didn't know anybody at the 545,
Yes.
and Brett would do things that would drive me crazy. And again, looking back, I'm like, oh, I would be autonomous too, right? I'm like,
yeah, you kind of have to be. It's your own little microcosm in there.
So the community was the easier part, because it's honestly to this day. The biggest attribute is when we walked into that gym as strangers, they welcomed us with wide open arms.
For sure.
And so if they did that to us as stranger danger new owners, that's what they do to all the members.
Yeah.
And it's so great. So huge shout out to them.
so what's something that you were like, I thought this was going to
It's the hardest part.
I think
of two
dealing
locations.
with the building, different building issues, we've been wanting to put showers in that gym since we took it over in 2019, and we
just acquired it. Actually, we own that building now.
You own the building?
Just started.
A month
bought it.
old.
Nice.
Yeah. So we're trying
to come to AffiliateCon.
Who just told us about that?
I don't know.
Somebody was telling us
Jay.
about
But we have probably me. Yeah. We have a guy named Adam Carroll, and you can learn about him offline. But he has the shred method, but it's essentially teaches you how to pay down your mortgages or any loan really. Within 10 years.
Yeah, that's the goal, actually. We do want to get that building paid off in 10 years because that's kind of like my pseudo-retirement play.
Well, it does so much for you. Obviously, you have the income that you can grab, all the good things. Yeah. That's cool. Do you own the
No, the one in Gilderland is part of a larger building. There was a very narrow opportunity for us to potentially acquire it, but that was right before COVID, and then somebody came in and bought the entire park.
What else is in there?
Red Bull is our neighbor. We have a distribution.
Anything that would cause issues when you're dropping?
No,
our neighbors have
There's another business that just moved in last year that does
Yeah.
STEM education for kids, and so one of the they're like
is Grace distracting to them?
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's more the music, but we have a room that's between us and the main gym, so we kind of use that
But in
as a
that
buffer.
case, you're like, yo, we've been here.
Yeah,
Oh, for sure.
yeah.
Well, there
That's
was
your
a,
landlord's fault,
But
actually,
also,
for not
it
telling
is a
them.
little bit their lack of consideration. But they've been really good neighbors. We've
yeah.
been accommodating.
They're great.
It's great. It's fine.
we had
STEM
there
sounds
was
like something you were into.
What's that?
Wasn't that STEM is like very science?
Yep. Yeah. We've been involved in some of their stuff so far. We haven't.
You're
actually,
like, I'll teach to make up for this noise.
yeah, exactly. We could
Yeah.
do
Well,
that.
we want to partner with them to do a camp in the summer where they come on their lunch break and do like a kids class.
I bet you there's data to support. They'd learn better.
Oh, 1,000%. They're still new. They're still trying to figure things out. I think that's going to be next summer.
Yeah. Yeah,
What
a
were
little bit.
We're gonna take care of
We had a neighbor for a while that was a golf simulator,
Ooh,
remember?
yeah,
and they
that-
lasted like 3 months because we're dropping barbells and ruining all
Yeah,
their equipment.
the calibration of their machines is getting all screwed
Yeah,
up.
Well,
you
that-
just
and again-
drove the ball 800 yards.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to your landlord. That's cool though, because clearly he appreciates
Yeah, I mean, we
the
had
fact that you've
been
been there for so long.
Well, and they've been very accommodating whenever we want to look to expand. They've done what they can to help us out.
They should just ask you, like, hey, do you think if kids are next door trying to learn, this would be distracting? Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have turned them away.
Right,
And
they want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably a little
Yeah.
hard for them as well.
Yep.
So, third location? You thinking about it?
Well, if we did, ideally it'd be south of us, so we're not driving in a different
Where's
direction.
like Del Mar? Is that like south of you?
Del Mar or like Greenville. Greenville's maybe a little bit too far in the other direction.
Is there
but
anything out there?
Greenville's got a nice little
No,
like.
any boxes?
No,
not boxes, no.
No.
So you would do you think you would have done a second location if you had to open it yourselves versus taking over?
We had thought about like Rensselaer a little while.
Yeah.
A little bit.
That's where Jess was, right? Like
yeah.
Troy Rensselaer?
Yep. Because that box in Troy, whatever that was,
Uncle Sam or
Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
They
There's
had.
a box named Uncle
There
Sam.
used to be a long
no,
time ago.
they used it's Uncle Sam Athletics. It might even still exist. I apologize if
Yeah,
that,
sorry.
but it was Collar City.
Oh, call it Jess's
Oh,
box.
is that
That was
it?
Jess's
Yeah,
box.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's come full circle. Your coaches that have left, what are things you've done well, and are there any things you wish you had done better? For both of you.
I think we've always been pretty supportive when people left. Just because, like if they're gonna leave, they're gonna leave. You might as well not leave a bad taste in their mouth.
That's a good
you
point.
know, they've already decided by the time they tell you that they're thinking about it. And I think we've been pretty clear about like we expect them not to open up a gym next door. It's kind of like a respect thing that.
Has that happened every time?
It hasn't.
No,
They haven't opened.
no.
Yeah.
No one's opened
Years.
close.
No.
What's the closest one?
Well, when Dean opened up, but that was like maybe 15 minutes away.
You would say Dean was your coach?
Well,
No,
he
he was
coached with us
mine.
for a little while
Dean,
while he was still figuring
Dean
it out.
coached for us
Yeah.
and then opened up.
You know, and
but-
I'll tell you, like, I think in retrospect, first of all, I've seen Dean. I would like to say we've made amends. And I don't think we had, like, true amends, but to me, and I didn't do the good job because I was immature, but it's like you were training people. You weren't handing out business cards, but you were handing out business
Yeah.
cards. So he would get mad that I was, like, essentially took him off the schedule. It's like, I let you train people, but the people you're training are going to leave.
Right.
So I
Yeah.
can't keep letting you train
And
people.
we haven't had that just because people haven't opened close by.
Yeah.
It hasn't been like all of our members are going to leave.
Yeah, and he was
now.
also opening like 3 minutes down the road.
Right.
Well, and the
yeah.
other thing with Dean that happened with us was that he came to coach with us when we already knew he was trying to open up his own gym.
But you were also a different location.
Yes, we were
Yeah.
further away. He came to us to kind of like, I think, just still, coach and make some money while he was working on starting his own gym. And we knew that from the get-go, so it wasn't like a shock to us when a year later he leaves us to open up his gym.
Yeah, because I remember Dean said to me one, he's like, "Why are you making this so hard for me?" And I was like, it took me back, but I was like, this is an example of you don't realize what you're doing. Like, you're young. Dean was younger, and I was like, every time it was like Viv and Kia are training with you, it's like they're gonna leave.
Right.
And I think where I did a bad job was like, these are two people I cared about.
Right.
Right. Like Viv was like with me since day one, so to be like,
Yeah, that's
is
hard.
she still? Are they still? They had a box. They wound up taking over Dean's box.
They
right?
did,
Yep.
and they're doing stuff out of their house. now.
That's another
down
couple
Hudson.
together?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Viv and Kia.
That's right.
Viv, I'll never forget. Jess walked in and she was like, oh my God. This is a Saturday morning. And I don't even think we wound up doing class. Because, like, she was like, I saw Viv and Kia. And I was like, tell me more. And it was like, that was like 2008. They've been together forever.
Yep.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
But I just to try to put, I've never like actively been able to put myself in your shoes because you guys were the first really big box.
Yeah.
And
right?
the only one, like, so, like,
And the
people
only
that know
one.
where to go.
Yeah. And so you had to like learn how to deal with this
Expansion.
like this
Yeah.
market growth on the fly. Like I knew it already was a thing
that's-
when we were going into business.
Thanks
so
for defending me, Chad.
no, I'm just saying like
We got
I try
you.
to look
We
at
got
things
you.
from from
No,
different.
and I think, we on the Best Hour team, we do our value. You remember, you probably did your value cards. Were you at Sasha brought up that time we were at the restaurant and we did like the team training, the leadership training?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That was a long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but we did our value cards, and one of my values has always been loyalty. And like it's loyalty to my wife. Like you're not gonna get me to like do bad by her. Obviously, kids, friends, these guys. But it was like to some degree like your members, right?
Yeah.
You're like I'm loyal to you, and you're gonna leave.
Yeah.
And like
It hurts more.
and now I see it from my clients, and like it's hard because like I get mad. I remember one time being in Florida at North Naples CrossFit coaching a class, and a member was leaving, and I like felt it, and I was like, this isn't even a member of mine. Like, but I was like,
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
coached her. I was like, how's she gonna leave me? But what were you gonna say, Chad?
I would
Yeah.
just say that like
You know?
not that I
I'm just
don't
waving it.
not that I don't value loyalty, but I think for me care comes first. So if I know somebody really cares and they're really trying to help people and their means of doing so is to go and start their own gym, I want to support that. I also will try to talk them out of it initially because it is so much work.
Not selfishly. You're
Just
I'm
out of,
helping
like,
you. Like,
trying-
hey, think about these things.
Like I will tell you everything about my job to make you all the things that I struggle with on a regular basis that I don't think you're going to want to have to do.
so do that role play, Chad. I'm gonna open my own box.
Okay, Jay.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm positive. I counted your members. I did the math. You're making $14 million.
Yeah, we are. That's true.
That's what most people think.
You're
Yes.
buying babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one was kind of
Basically. How much of your time do you want to spend helping people?
I think that's a great question to ask. And then
Because that's honestly on a given daily basis, I don't get to help people as much as I would like to because
so you're going the opposite. I thought you were going to go in the direction of like, you think it's going to be 4 hours. It's going to be 24.
well, I would say that when they go to start their box initially, they're going to be coaching like 1,000%, right? But if you get to the point where I am now, which might be your goal, right? Like you want to have your own gym, you want to be running your own gym. But on any given day, I don't get to help that many people one-on-one or in a group setting as I used to or as you may want to.
Or when I do, I have to get up at 4 a.m.
Exactly.
What,
Yeah, right. How many fires do you
So
want to
if
put
you
out?
want to be, if you want to be just on the floor, and I actually just had a conversation with another gym owner from Europe actually, and he and his partners are kind of butting heads a little bit right now about who's actually helping people and who's actually running the business.
Karen
so
knows everybody. By the
Yeah,
way.
they just keep waving at me.
Yeah.
I'm just waving
Yeah.
back.
So just like taking a step back and asking yourself, like, how much time do I actually want to be spending helping people? Because there are a lot of gyms out there that want to have more coaches on the floor helping people that I think you don't need to go start your own box to do that if you want more opportunity to help people. If you want to run a business and run a gym, that's not going to be the nitty-gritty like helping people on the floor. You know what I mean? So like
those are great points. Yeah.
That's what I would ask them is like, how much time do you in a given day do you want to spend helping people? And if that is like more than a couple hours, ownership's probably not for you.
Yeah, maybe become
In the
a
long
manager.
run. In the
Yeah.
long run. Initially, you'll be spending 1,000 hours coaching, but
What if they agree and they're like, I still want to do it? Do you have any other follow-ups?
Well, the other thing that I would add to that is kind of on the same line, but I think more of what you were talking about is like, how many hours do you want to be thinking about and spending on this
Yeah, I think
business? Because it doesn't stop. Like, he's on his phone all the time. We're always like, even when we're like out to dinner, we're
Yeah.
talking about gym stuff. We're always
Especially
in it.
as a couple, right?
100%. So you don't like, you don't turn it off.
And
we
that's-
take vacations once in a while, but like even then.
But even then,
we're talking
it's
about
inevitable.
It. Yeah.
I will say, just from a couple that's in this business compared to a couple that was in a similar industry, we were both engineers. When we came home, we didn't want to talk about work.
No,
right?
that's true.
But when we
Yeah.
come home now, we love talking about work. And that to us is a different level of
That's cool.
That's a different level of fulfillment.
Well, I
Yeah.
think, that's the difference between punching in and being an entrepreneur,
Yeah.
right?
Do
Yeah.
I wish I could turn it off more sometimes? Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
just who we are.
Yeah, I think that'd be like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, if you could turn it off, you wouldn't be where you are.
Right.
Like, I
Sure,
think there's
yeah.
value to being like, honey, we're going out to dinner. Let's try to avoid it. If you bring up something great, let's write it down so we can talk about it later because I don't want to not
Yeah.
push forward new ideas. But if that's like when people are like, I wish I invested in Bitcoin in 2007. Like, well, you would have made a million bad decisions.
Yeah.
Also,
Also,
yeah, at the same time.
Like, you wouldn't be who you are today if you did that.
PushPress is the easiest full suite software that you can get to run your business.
One of the best things about PushPress, I would say, is the customer service. Hands down, they are the best. We know them all by name. They hear a lot from us.
They know us.
And they know us, but they're there to help you. And they're also gym owners, so they understand.
They are out of this world and helping their clients and just have a true passion for helping gym owners. They're so good with customer service.
If you're not using it and your business is ready for it, or you're having stress with the system you're using, it's a no-brainer to give them a call.
Before we found PushPress, managing different things was very complicated and confusing, and so we just needed something that was more user-friendly.
If I had to describe PushPress, it would be comprehensive because they really understand what a gym owner needs and they give us all the tools that we need to be successful. In fact, I don't think I've ever talked to somebody from PushPress that didn't own a gym. So they understood and I immediately connected with the people there and the products that they gave me were just, this is everything I needed. Like, where have you guys been my whole life?
The best way that I can describe PushPress is absolutely phenomenal.
If I had a gym owner friend that didn't have PushPress, I would tell them that it's life-changing when it comes to having more time to work on the business, and the support is coming from other gym owners that are trying to do the same thing that I'm trying to do.
All right, guys, if you like this content, please subscribe to the podcast. But understand, we work with affiliates. If you are interested in building your business, understanding strategy, building a better community, and building better coaches and careers for them, hit the link somewhere around this video, and we'd love to have a call with you.
But I will say, like, we do, we've never had this kind of debrief after kind of everything that happened, but, like, you definitely sit up there with a number of the first few people that had instrumental roles in what we did. So
You say I sit up there, like the top?
You want me to give you a number?
Yeah.
I'm not giving you a number.
Oh, I want to know the number.
Come on, you're analytical. I know there's an exact, there's probably a
number.
decimal point and everything
He has
in
the
there.
number.
I will give you top 5, but I'm not giving you
Top
more.
5?
I'm not giving you
Who
more.
was
than
it? Are like your parents in there? Because if your parents are in there, I'm like, that's a pretty good top 5.
No, I'll give you one example of somebody that's also in the top 5.
Okay. If I know this person.
No,
let's
you
say-
won't. You won't know
I
them.
can't wait.
Actually, this woman's name's Linda, and she.
Shout out Linda.
Yep, Linda.
Ex-girlfriend.
Oh,
No,
yes, for sure.
she was the
know
person
this.
that took a little bit of a gamble on us when we went to the town of Gilderland and asked to run a CrossFit boot camp in the park.
I remember when you
And
did that,
Yeah.
yeah.
She took so much of a vote of confidence in us. She actually signed up and did it. And like,
I don't remember the name, but I remember this woman, yeah.
so she's a wonderful human being. Shout out to Linda.
Who else? I feel like I should be above Linda, but you go on. You wouldn't know Linda if not for me.
Our first landlord.
I let you borrow boxes if I remember correctly.
What's that?
Did I let you borrow boxes?
That puts you above Linda for sure.
Linda, how many boxes did Linda let you borrow?
I remember we did buy a small set of equipment initially. Maybe
But I think I was letting you take equipment like when you're at the park, if I remember.
I think
correctly.
there were. Yeah, I think we bought like the old jankety metal boxes from you.
Oh, those were
Oh, yeah. We still have those.
those had
for our dogs.
Those
Yeah.
had tetanus for sure for
Yeah.
your dogs.
So they
Yeah.
like, get down to their little run area. We have
No, I think
Making the dogs do box jumps.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think all the like OG gyms that have been around for a while have had those nested
I
boxes.
vividly
Very
remember
scary
Teresa
boxes.
Lang. Teresa?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a wooden box though.
You remember the?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the moment. I'm like, throw these. That was the. Yeah, you're right. It wasn't the middle, but I was like, that's Christina. Yeah. She remember yours too? She was going around.
No,
not
she-
currently, but yeah, she's been around. Yeah.
Oh, because she was like Laura's buddy. They did Laura,
Yep.
not LIGO, someone
Accione at the time, yeah.
She's
She's
still
Ligos
around.
now.
She's at Avitas.
No, she's not doing CrossFit.
she's being full-time mom.
And
And
nutrition.
business
yeah,
owner.
she knows.
Yeah, and business owner. Yep.
Sassy dietitian. I think.
Dietitian, yeah.
No, I saw her bowing Teresa back to the box
Yeah.
jump. And I was like,
Yeah.
I was
no.
like, so,
I think to this day that was the first
come out.
Yeah.
And I was like, we
Get
gotta
'em
go
all.
all soft.
Yeah.
That was the worst laceration I've ever seen from a box jump. Yeah.
She like was white, like almost passing out.
Yeah.
I was like, this is terrible.
You ripped out your first aid skills and wrapped her up, right? Yes.
I don't.
Someone did that. We
I
know
think we
this.
made her walk to the hospital.
Yeah, we've made a pretty good push.
Teresa's pretty tough.
We do about half and half wooden, half soft.
To this, I mean, to this day, people that pick, like, I'll go to a gym and they'll be like, they choose the hard one. I'm like, you're crazy.
I do. I choose the hard ones.
Oh, I'm
I like the hard
always
ones better.
soft box.
Living on the edge, you know.
Even I've never done it terribly, but I was like, I go faster on soft just knowing I can miss.
More confidence, yeah.
What's your training like these days? Chris Anderson?
Me?
All the celebrities.
Not
all the
his.
celebrities
Not
walking
as much
by.
as him.
Not
we
as
don't
much
work
as
out
him.
as much as that
Legends
guy.
athlete.
No. Yeah.
Games, multi-year games athlete, Chris Anderson.
Should we just hand the mic over to him?
Yeah, he's probably got more
He
things
won't
to
even.
say.
He would charge me to come on this show at this point.
Our training is, I would definitely say, like the bare minimum because we're just still trying to figure out how to be parents. So I hold myself to at least 3 days a week.
That's
and
great.
more strength training on top of that if I can, just because that's strength tends to be
It's
a
also
weakness.
just diminishing return if you're not sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're
Is
also
your baby sleeping through the night?
Getting there.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
It's the best.
We're working on it.
It's the best when they sleep through the night. First they're like, is that going to happen again?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
eventually it's like
Yeah.
all the
No,
time.
It has never happened 2 nights in a row.
No,
Yeah.
no,
8
we've
months,
got
8 months,
a pretty
she'll be
good
there.
rhythm. We've
About
got
a-
a pretty good rhythm.
Getting
About
better.
a year you can expect
Getting
it.
better.
Yeah, she's much better.
But like not like sometimes like wanting to train, but just feeling like you shouldn't, like because you're just so drained.
That's
you know?
relative intensity,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's Panchik was on here talking about that. Yeah.
I'll give you an example. We programmed Nancy last Monday.
Yeah,
and
running
I-
in overhead squats.
Yep.
Yes.
I
The best one.
coached the morning class up at Round Lake. I came home.
Plus,
was like,
you got to get rid of that early morning.
I agree.
Working on it. Working on
Yeah,
it.
because she's waking up. Yeah.
No, I get home. It's like 90 some odd degrees. She went in to coach the evening. Sonia went down for a nap. I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm
Nap.
going to do no.
Oh.
I'm going to do low key Nancy. We live on a hill, so any run for us is a hill run. I did a 400 kind of easy out up the hill and back. I took a broomstick, did 30 overhead squats with the broomstick, did it 5 rounds at like a moderate pace, and like I felt so much better after, and I slept so much better the hours I did sleep the next night. So that's my plug for like, hey, yeah, I wanted to just like rip through Nancy on 3 hours of sleep, but I knew it wasn't the right move.
And that's like my biggest growth as a coach is understanding that about myself and humans.
Yeah.
Where it's
Yeah.
like the moms, like, let's go. 90,
what's
like,
wrong?
Laura, 65, throw it on there, right? And it's like,
No.
you got 3 hours of sleep. It's like, at some point, you just go back to bed.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, that was the genesis for our gym was like, so back in the day, 2012, 2013 at Albany CrossFit,
It was competitive.
it was run and gun. It was really like people were running really.
And it was like, I would tell you it was better than it was at that point.
Right, sure,
Probably.
sure,
But
sure,
it was still.
sure.
Yeah.
But it was still pretty like intense,
With
right?
Kevin was probably. Remember we had HTFU? I don't know if you were you there for that?
No.
I mean, harden the F up. Kevin's brainchild.
Yeah.
I think I remember that.
I don't.
I remember like he would put people through these
I
like
was not
there was like an
involved.
initiation period.
Yeah.
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 So Avita,
sounds
the
right.
genesis of Avita was basically
What's
like
Avitas mean?
it's Latin for lifetime. So
Yeah, there you go.
we were like, hey, how do we take this hard, fast, but yet effective CrossFit model and try to make it a little bit more sustainable? We want to train till we're 90.
Yeah.
You know,
No, and
so
I think
that's our brand of it. You know,
that's chatting with Caleb the other day. Like one of our last fights was like, I don't want to let people do rebounding box jumps. And I'm like, of course, like you're a pussy. Like of course I do box jumps. And it's like I told him like you were so right. Like you were ahead. Like I never would do rebounding box jumps ever again in my life.
yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think we ever once taught them.
We
how
don't
to do
teach. Well, I've taught it for people who
I
want
think
it.
I think it's an appropriate thing
Right,
to
like,
teach,
what-
but
Yeah.
like also I'd be like, and you
You don't
shouldn't
need
do
to do
it.
that,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's no, like you said, this is a lifetime. This is longevity.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, it's interesting. I saw Tiff. She's 37.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 47. You guys must be close.
38.
Close, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like we got older.
You got to make
Surprise,
smart.
surprise.
It happened.
You
Yeah,
got to
time
make
works.
smart decisions. But I'll tell you what, compared to like a lot of the people that we kind of went to school with and whatnot, like we're making better decisions, and it shows. Let's put it that way.
I mean, yeah, think about it. I was super excited to turn 40 because at that, like when I turned 30, I was like, I have no money. And like that was basically it. Like all my friends like were way ahead in that
Right.
grill.
Yeah.
And then when I got to 40, it's like I sold the box and I was like, and like they say at 40, that you're more likely to have $1 million in a six-pack.
Right.
Right. And I'm like,
what if you have both?
Yeah, but I'm like, I see my friends, and I'm like, all my friends are older than me now. Like we're the same, but it's like.
So do you have any 40? We're encroaching. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be 39 in September. What's your?
Well, if you would have asked me 8 months ago, I'd be like, skip this child. They age you and then they make you young because I'm like my daughter every night. Are we wrestling tonight? And like no matter what hurts, I'm like, yes, we're wrestling.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like.
I feel younger when I'm with her.
Oh,
right?
for sure. And I love like going to the park, but being the older guy, but looking like the younger guy.
Yeah.
So you say like, what's my advice as I get older? Is that what you were about to say?
Well, for 40, like whatever. And what advice are you giving yourself as you encroach on 50?
Oh, that's good. I think when it comes to fitness, certainly like the grace of like, it's more important to move every day than go like crazy for a day. And I still have moments where like I forget I'm 47, but also like the things that like if we're 4 pillars of like fitness, nutrition, sleep, and stress, like the other 3 are more important than what you're doing in the gym, right? So like my nutrition, I mean I'd say this slightly, like I look better than I've looked at any age younger than I do now, like, and it's
mostly because of that.
I mean I'm more diligent about my food. These guys know, like when you asked me the other night, are you here at the affiliate?
Yeah.
I was in my hotel room.
Eating your vegetables.
Like I think I was done eating, but I was like, I need to get 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Like, and especially once I became a parent. Like when I was on seminar staff, Chuck Carswell would keep us out till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
No big deal. But I know when I get home, there's no sleeping in.
Yeah.
So that's the key. It's like I don't get to recover if I lose sleep on the road. So I got to make sure I keep it. But I'm super dialed in.
Well, and trying to stay on the rhythm of your home life, right, as best you can, so it's not such a hard
Well, and I want to go
transition.
home and be available. Like if I go home exhausted, I'm Ross,
then,
but the kids realize it. Like I want to be, when I go home, I want them to be like, let's have fun again.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I would give you everyone this life advice. I gave my buddy this young kid the other day, and I was like, the key, like, because it's like less ups and downs and more just like every day is good. I do a few things that I like.
Yeah.
I worked out.
Nice.
I ate well. I spent time with the kids. I was like,
good day.
Great day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
That's nice.
I journal every night, and like I find almost every night starting my journal with like, today was great. And I realized that at one point I was like, I seem to write that all the time. And I'm like, well, what makes it good? I was like, the kids are happy. I worked out.
Yeah. It's perspective.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to piggyback on that, I know that there are times in everybody's day when they have maybe a couple things in a row that they don't want to have to do. And I know that at the end of those, going back and being able to spend some time with my daughter, that's the carrot now. And like, that gives me so much more power to get through those few things that I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to put my head down and do them, and like, cause I know at the end of that, I get.
Now the trick is him getting home before her bedtime.
Well, that's actually a good motivator.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's important.
Why do you
now.
coach like the 6 or something?
No, we don't. I don't actually right now while I was doing mornings around like no evening classes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we try to at least balance that out.
Roz and I tend to do like zone defense with the kids where it's like you have them both or you have none.
Sure.
I like that. People like always ask us about it. I'm like, because if I have one,
you might as well,
have
both.
2.
Yeah.
And like if I have one, neither one of us can be productive in our careers. So I'd rather Roz be able to like, and that way she's way more present too when I get home with the kids or vice versa.
Yeah.
And it's good for the kids.
Yeah.
Like they like spending time together.
Yeah, it's there's definitely a lot of tag team going on.
With one, it's different. With one, but once you have 2, you're like,
Yeah.
and to be honest, when you have, if you guys have a second, it's gonna be like all her, because as you know, the beginning's like, I'm useless.
Yeah.
Like I can't do anything.
Right.
I remember one of the first times Roz left me with Madison, she was screaming. And Roz came home. I'm like in a bathing suit in the bathtub. She's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I don't know. It felt weird to be naked." I was like, "But she loves the water." So like I just was sitting in this like lukewarm water that she clearly peed in, and she was like, "Okay." I was like, I just didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we've had evenings like that
Yeah,
where I've come home because I
good.
do some of the later evening at Round Lake. So
Right.
sometimes I'll come home and he's just like, I don't
So
know
if I'm going
what
in
to
the
do.
morning, there's a probably 50-50 chance she's going in the evening.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Well, it's been great, Chad, Karen.
So great talking
Keep
to you.
doing it.
Oh, can we shout out to our competition? We're
Yeah.
doing.
When is it?
It's in October 25th.
Okay.
So Capital Region Rumble, October 25th.
Where is it?
It's at our gym in Gilderland. Teams of 4, male, female. And we haven't done it since.
Chris Anderson's going to do
Chris
it.
Anderson's going to be there. He just
You're
nodded
gonna
his
let a
head.
professional do it? Are you gonna do it for real? Wait, come here for a second.
He's just
Chris.
learning about it
Chris,
now.
come here. Hey, where's the fourth headset? Is it still here?
I think it's on your side, yeah.
See if that's on. Which one?
Yeah.
Wait, no, I muted myself.
The
What?
one that's muted there. Do that. Yeah.
How's that? Put that on, Chris. Do we have to pay an appearance fee to have you on?
Absolutely not.
Call his agent.
Can you hear us?
I can't. Well, I can. No,
Yes,
I can't. hear
we
anybody.
can hear
Listen,
you.
All right,
for
first
all-
of all,
for all
do your Biggie rap from the Albany CrossFit Talent Show.
It was all a dream. No, I don't. I have no idea. No recollection of this.
I was talking with Scott Panchik, and you guys, when did you join Albany CrossFit?
2011.
When did you guys join?
Same.
October 11th.
So-
you want to know our first day? When we walked in,
Halloween.
Clark Leach was in a Speedo.
Yep.
Oh, that was
And a-
most
and a
days.
bow
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Chippendale.
Clark moved, I want to say. He's married somewhere.
Yeah, he
with
did
kids.
move away. I don't remember where.
Yeah, you guys were all about that generation.
Yeah.
But no, I use Chris all the time as an example of just a dude that was doing class. Right? And I think that there's value to that. It's interesting, like being around long enough, whenever I tell people not to get super wrapped up about competing, it's not that I don't think there's validity to competing. It's that I've seen more often than not how that ends.
Yeah.
It's you burn yourself out
Yep.
at CrossFit or you get hurt. Right? But this guy,
Not hurt.
do you remember when you made a leap from like class to like? I remember. I don't remember the exact workout, but I remember being angry about how you had surpassed me in fitness.
I think for me, I just was
Do
always.
you have a shirt with sleeves before you keep talking?
You look great.
That's all I
You're
got.
doing great.
Yeah, our views are going up.
I just remember seeing people in the other, like there was a gym where we worked out in, and there was that other space where like
The double, right?
everybody
Where
else worked
Chad
out in.
was.
So I remember like peeking in there and like wondering what was going on and being in awe of what people were doing over there. But for me, I just actually told the story the other day. It was more about filling like what I thought was a void in my life. Like I was really looking for something, both like socially to make connections to people, but also like competitively. Not that I have this like grand, like
You've
career.
competed at the CrossFit Games at least 3 times. How many?
This is my fourth time
Fourth
next year,
time,
actually.
yeah.
But I just found that the more time I spent there, the more not only I love the fitness part, but the being around the people part, and that really motivated me to just keep working.
Stay
and then
at
when
the
I got
gym all the time. Yeah.
when I got a taste of competition,
What
like
was
a
your
little bit,
first competition?
it was like I
You
think
might
it was
have
at
probably
Clifton
one of
Park.
ours,
I think it was
yeah.
at CrossFit Clifton Park.
Did you win?
Definitely not. Absolutely
So you weren't
not.
even winning like in-house competitions.
No, definitely not. Definitely
And now
not.
you're a 4-time Games athlete.
Yeah.
Have you won the Games?
No.
What's your best?
I finished third in
So you
23.
podiumed
Yeah.
in 23. That was in the 40 to 45, or was that your first year in 45?
That was the first year of 45 to 49.
Is it true that there's like a peak when you first enter and then decline?
I guess statistically, yes, but I don't really, like, I'm not a perennial, I guess maybe I am, but I haven't really thought of myself as being a perennial person. There's guys that make it every
I think
single
four
year.
times, but you've made it every year that you've tried.
Definitely not. I
What do
made
you
it in
mean?
2019, and then I didn't make it in 2020, 21, 22. I made it
Okay.
again in 23, 24, and now in 25.
So you made it in that
I made it
first age
as-
group, and then you leveled
so
up.
to your
and
point, I
aged
made
up
it as a
actually.
young 40 to 44-year-old, and then I didn't make it again until I was a
Yeah.
young
So
45
maybe,
to
yeah,
49-year-old.
maybe.
So what are you
Right.
going to do to make sure you continue to make it as you age in this group?
Well, I
Or
think
do you purposely take a year off to prepare for the 50s?
I haven't.
No, I mean, I spoke to somebody
Yeah?
about that. They do that.
People definitely do. I think right now, it used to be.
And then, you know, there's that is in conjunction with typically drugs.
Yeah, right.
Which I don't do.
We
Well,
know.
you're
No, we
being
know.
tested every year. For your
yeah.
You do Adderall as a teacher. You must
Were
do
you
Adderall.
team? Did you ever go team?
I only regionals team, but I
Regionals,
never
right?
made
Yeah, I
the
remember
games
regionals
team was
team.
Gotcha. Right.
Yeah.
other people.
Okay, so but you.
No, just that I think what's happening is I'm I'm getting a little bit stronger. The demands of strength are decreasing as we age a little bit, so it's actually helping me out.
Yep, that makes sense.
And then I'm able
for
to...
your wheelhouse of like cardio, because you're like a cardio machine.
Gymnastics, the longer it is, the better it is. Gymnastics are very good for me. And if it's a light barbell or even a moderate barbell, I'm okay. If it's a 1 rep max, I'm not going to do very well. But all the other stuff, I usually, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But this guy is super modest, and I know his training habits are the key to his success. He's just been so rock steady.
Yeah, like never stopping, right? Mm-hmm. Is that what you like? Committed club.
Basically,
club.
yeah.
What's the long? I saw you ate a black and white cookie.
I don't eat perfectly, but
but there was a big deal when you were with that guy from Creatures of Habit. I saw specifically he said he got Chris Henderson to eat a black and white.
Yes.
I heard you only ate half. So which half did you eat? The black
the
or the
vanilla,
white?
I like the vanilla side, to be honest. Yeah.
You got to get a taste of both
Yeah,
sides
you
of
gotta
the
eat both
cookie.
in every bite.
So what I was thinking, as the games this year is 30 in
30,
the age
field
group.
of 30, yes.
So that actually is less ideal for you in a strength workout because you could be further down the scoreboard. Is that accurate?
That is accurate, yeah. So that when I made it in 2019 and 2023, it was only a field of 10. Then in 2024, it was actually a field of 40, and this year it's a field of 30.
Okay, so it's a
last
step
year there
back
was
in
a
the right
1 rep
direction.
max front squat, which was not. I mean, I front squatted 315, which is great for me.
That's great.
But
yeah.
it's not great,
It's great
relative
for anyone,
to the field.
but yeah.
What were they hitting? What was like the cut for that?
I say like 365 was
In
like
the 45s.
Yeah, it was kind of where people were at.
Yeah.
And then I had one guy front squatted 405, I think, for a
Wow.
single.
You
Yeah.
friendly with Jason Grubb?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good dude. I don't know if he's in Colorado anymore, but he would pop
I think
in
he's
there
in
playing.
Alabama now, but he was in
Yeah.
Colorado for a time. Yeah.
Great dude. I mean, similar to you, like wasn't very. I mean, not that they weren't fit. He was like actually overweight.
Yeah, that's the story.
Who else is in your Nunu? You know,
Yes,
Nunu
yeah,
is a good
yeah.
buddy of mine.
Yes, I know
who
him very
else?
well. David Johnston's in that group. God, I'm under the pressure now. I'm having trouble thinking of all the names, but there's a great group of guys.
Is it very? Is there a lot of camaraderie amongst? Do you guys communicate year round?
Yeah, I have like a chat that has like 6 or 7 of us in it that.
But you're
kinda
friendly?
supportive. Yeah.
But then when you get like on the field, you're cutthroat.
I don't see it. It's not like that.
This guy, come on.
For everybody else, he's like smile, but everybody else, I want to.
He's saying, "Good luck, guys."
It's like that picture, that meme of Sarah Sigmund's daughter, and she's like all happy, and then they get 3, 2, 1, and she just dials in. That's him.
You dial it in, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you have to because you're competing, but the truth is, it's only based on what you can do. Like,
sure.
Either I'm going to perform.
No, yeah.
It's an individual sport that you're doing against other people.
It's
but like,
it's not zero. I mean, it's zero sum instance as a winner. But if you do well, although my score is worse, you didn't make me perform worse.
I was thrilled I front squatted 315 because that was the most I had ever lifted in a front
That was
squat. Yeah, a PR tie, but yes.
Yeah.
I was going to try. No, I did try 320. It did not go well.
So you how many years have you been a teacher now?
I just finished my 25th.
25 years as a teacher, and when can you retire? How old do you have to be?
55.
Oh man, you got 8 years left.
Yes. But it doesn't matter. I mean, I love it. So it's like, what am I going to do?
You love being are you a math teacher?
Social studies. Yeah.
You love that?
Yes. Wait, I'll make it even better. I teach middle school kids, teenagers.
Ed loves it.
Do they?
Yeah.
What is? Are they like? Do they know who you are?
He's Mr.
That's just
Anderson.
a weird
No,
question.
but I mean, do they?
No, I just get like, you're jacked. Like, Mr. You're jacked.
Is it
Like,
motivating? Do you have like any kids that have any kids over the years changed the trajectory of health and fitness because of you as their social studies teacher?
I can't speak to that. I just know that some kids will say to me like, well, how do you get muscles like that? Or like, wow, you seem to eat like a lot of like really good things, you know, because they'll see me eat my lunch.
He's like eating in class. Every class he has to eat.
He's eating all the time.
Just it's like, I mean, but I think
George
it's one of the coolest
Washington.
parts. I think it's one of the coolest parts is that I don't have to like broadcast it because I don't want to be like, hey guys,
You
I'm
wear
a
like a
CrossFit
sleeveless.
Games
You wear
athlete.
sleeveless shirts to school.
Yeah, it's actually my first day of school outfit. But it just, you know, they can learn things just by seeing you, you know.
Yeah.
And if a kid asks me about it, like they'll be like, oh, where's your gym, Mr. A? Or can I ever come in? Like that kind of stuff. Those are cool conversations to have.
When they say lessons are taught or caught.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you gonna steal that?
I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that.
I imagine knowing you, and I think this happened after I had left. Big fan of Hamilton.
I am a big fan of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Because it's like literally like
It's rap and it's social studies.
Yes, I have an idea. I have an idea for my own. I'm gonna write my own.
Oh yeah,
musical.
about Albany CrossFit.
No. That's the second one. It's going to be about school, and it's going to be a musical like that.
What was
I already
that?
have the idea of it.
School of Rock, but
Yes.
like CrossFit version?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Jack Black.
That'd be cool.
Have you seen Hamilton on Broadway? Have you gone?
No, I haven't seen it on Broadway.
Did you come to Proctor's ever? You should see it. You would love it.
No, I've listened. Believe the kids love it, so we've watched excerpts
Oh,
and then
you
listened
need
to the
to go
soundtrack.
next time.
It came. It was great.
Yeah,
You
I love it.
You should
Yeah,
do
we
it.
saw
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw it came to Denver. Oh, it's so good. I can't
Very
believe
good.
you.
No,
yeah.
but you're School of Rock, but CrossFit edition. That's
Yeah.
what you should do.
Yeah.
No, it's funny. Like, Madison loves Moana. I mean, Sonia's a
No,
little too
we've
young.
already put it on for her.
Yeah. No, there's a distinct period in time where kids go from watching like Coco Melon to like
Real
movies
stories.
that like you
Yeah.
enjoy. Like, should watch. I can put on essentially any Disney movie, but Moana is influenced by Lin-Manuel. Like, so like I didn't realize that at first, and I was like, this sounds like Hamilton. And then I like you see the credits,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, that makes
It's him,
sense.
yeah.
And he's a couple other like. What's the term? Not cartoony, but whatever. Animated.
What was the one? Encanto?
Oh yeah, that might have been. She loves that
I
one.
think so.
I think
that
he's
was
in-
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's like you could hear the influence, the
Yeah,
same
it was
rap.
Encanto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same rap. Well, what's next? You got Legends, 3 weeks, Panchik was saying?
Yeah, so the games are August 21st through 24th.
And where are they?
Columbus, Ohio.
Cool, we were just there for an event. Okay, so let me ask you this. Who do you have to beat? Like, out of those 30, who are you like, I want to beat that guy? And look at the camera.
I cannot answer this question.
No, who's a friendly comp? Like, I would say, like, oh, Fern and I were competing. Like, I want to beat Fern. Like, who's a rival of yours?
I can't answer. This is
can't
an
even-
impossible question for me to answer.
But you want to win?
I want to perform my best.
Oh, Jesus. Same Chris
he's
Anderson.
so great.
Same Chris Anderson.
I want to perform my best. That's the truth. That's the truth.
We know.
See,
If
it's
I'm being
not.
honest, really, I don't think there's there's no chance that I can win.
What? Not with that
I just
attitude.
have too big of a hole.
Teddy Roosevelt, whether you think you can or think you can't, you're probably right.
So for me, it's just about maximizing my weekend. I just have to do the best that I can.
How many events are in something like that?
We don't know for sure, but it looks like 8.
So you're
2 a day.
And are you 46 or 47?
I'm 47.
Tell me, I can tell you for me, like, we were talking about like how we train at an older age. I do a lot of jiu-jitsu now. And once I get going, I'm like, I can go. But then there's like a moment in every class or whatever I'm doing where like I'm done. Like I cannot do it to like this thing dropped off. And it's not about those moments, it's like how long I need to recover for a day or two. What do you notice? Because you must be putting in volume still.
Yeah, I think for me the hardest thing is the start of session 2 at this stage.
Yeah, so
it's
same.
like when I get in the morning, I start moving, and I do my first piece, and I cool down. I'm great. It's the drive back in for the second, and I'm like, oh my
You're
god,
doing
I have to
2
start
days?
moving again. Just now, not all the time, but just on the road. to
And
the
he's
games
off during
now.
the summer, so he's got a little bit of bandwidth.
Yes.
Right?
So this is a good time
Yeah.
for the games has always been at a good
The
time
schedule's
for you.
great for me in that way.
Especially Colorado's weird. Like school starts again in like August. Like
For us,
school is still
it's-
September-ish.
Yeah,
For
like
us,
Labor
it
Day.
was our last day
Yeah.
was June 27th, and our first day of school is like September 3rd.
No,
I think,
Colorado
or
gets
4th.
off like mid-May, and then starts again early August.
If I were czar of the world,
What would you want?
it would be done Memorial Day, begin back up Labor Day.
That's about.
Let's do
well,
it, people.
You can move
Let's
to
do
Colorado.
it.
That happens.
Let's make it right.
What about year-round? 4 days a week.
You're going the opposite direction.
The opposite.
Okay, I just told you.
I
what
thought
the
you
schedule
loved
should be.
school. No,
Can we switch to metric too while we're at it?
Yeah, let's go. Let's right all the
Dude,
wrongs here.
oh, you would love that. I'm sure. Have you seen that Nate Bargatze skit about George Washington?
It's the best. It's
No.
the best. You need to see it.
You've not.
Yes.
I've not.
Yes.
I thought you were going a
Great.
different
No,
direction.
he's a. You know what I'm talking
Yes, I
about?
do. It's the
You
best.
would. I'll send it. I'll send you the YouTube of it. But he's an amazing comedian who I think you would actually like clean but very funny comedian. But he has a skit about. You know the
I think
founding
I've seen him
fathers.
cross into Delaware, right?
It was
but
an-
you said it when you said
it was-
metric system.
It was an
made me think
SNL skit. Yeah, it was great.
They did
So
one
good.
about Jesus as well. I don't know if you've seen that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we did.
we saw that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, also SNL. Yeah.
So yeah, no, you mentioned like the second day, and like I guess that's what I'm saying. Like there are mornings where I'm like, I can't even exercise today, and like once I get going, I feel. And that's to your point. Like it's like just because I'd rather train every day lightly and move. My body feels better. It's the days I don't do anything, but. If I only exercise the days that I woke up feeling like I would exercise, it'd be 0.
It used to be like if I would be there for 90 minutes and I'd warm up for like 5 and I would do like 3 workouts
Yeah.
and then I would just like my cool down was okay guys, I'll see you later. that 90-minute window is still the same, but how I use it is very different.
And
I'm
you
spending a
need
lot
to
more
cool
time
down.
warming up and cooling down,
Yeah.
and the actual like workout part is significantly shorter than it used to be.
That's actually really important too, because I think with your training volume, it'd be very easy to try to stretch that, right? And just take longer and longer in the gym. And then at some point you'd be like, I can't spend this much time in the gym.
Yeah.
Like logistically.
Yeah, just be more effective.
And mentally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a like, valid point. Like, I'm still only doing 3 hours a day, if you will, right? But
Time
just how
bound.
I look at it, what's your nutrition? How many calories you taking in?
I don't weigh and measure anymore, but I have at this point a pretty good idea. I've fallen into the kind of the pattern of I have a pretty much the same breakfast, pretty much the same lunch, and variability in dinner time, but pretty similar across the board.
How many calories would you guess?
Probably like 3,500, I would say.
That's
3,000,
good
3,500.
for a 47-year-old. Well, very cool. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I know you got fans out there that are trying to get you. I did run into Tiff, actually.
Did you?
And I told her I was talking about you. And Adam, remember? Does he still go to the box? Adam?
Yes.
Yeah.
Brian drops in too.
Yeah.
Both those guys.
But I was saying to Tiff how you were saying, and it was funny because when you said that to me yesterday, I was thinking like open division. And then I was like, how old are you? And she said 37. I was like, not that it's not impressive, but I still pictured her like a 25-year-old,
Yeah.
you know? And then she said 37. I was like, oh, he was referring to like, you would have qualified for the games as a master's. I thought you were qualified, but she had two kids.
She's still incredibly fit. Incredibly fit.
Have you guys, I saw Tristan, remember Tristan?
Yep.
Have you guys, as we've aged, seen any members that you're like, you're an adult now? Like, have you had that at your boxes, or do you remember that as any of the members that have just like
we were
gotten
just
old
talking
with
about
you?
Brett's kids.
Yeah,
Like
TJ and
TJ
Ken,
and
right?
Ken,
Yep.
yeah. Or out of college or going to college.
Out of college, that
Yeah.
kid was like, I mean, he was probably 6 when I met him.
Well, TJ was. Oh, yeah.
No, Ken.
Ken was,
Because I met Brett. Brett was there used to be CrossFit forums, like way back when. So I would post and Brett would post, and then he was like the only other person doing this thing. He came to the court club before I had a CrossFit, doing like what I would call more like plyometrics,
Sure.
right? Like, but back then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I remember like, you like to wake up early?
Do you want to coach all of my morning classes?
Will you completely take over the morning time?
You can do whatever you want with them.
Are you coaching now?
Yes. A couple times a week. A little bit less in the past.
You do the early mornings, don't you?
Say again?
You do the early mornings.
I have. It's kind of so right now in the summer I have more flexibility. So when people are going on more trips and vacations,
Sure.
so I've been able to just plug in based on my availability.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're gonna do the Capital Region Rumble?
Yeah, you gotta do it.
I don't know. I mean, it's a great.
think you
the
did-
last time I did it, I've done it before.
Yeah.
It's a really great
Did you
competition.
win?
I think we did win.
Well, of course.
You
They
at
have
least were
won
on
one.
the
I don't know if it
podium.
was the last one.
Who are your partners?
It was Catherine.
That was the 2019 one. Yeah, that was
Did I
pre.
do one since then? I don't know if I've
I
done
don't know.
one since.
2022 was the last one we did. We don't do it every year because I want it to be like
I remember you telling
a
me
thing.
that.
I
I
want
want it
people
to
to
be.
not know what it is.
I want it to be a big deal when we do it. You know.
Okay, it's like the Olympics.
Well,
Yeah.
because
It's
it's a
also a
team of
lot.
4, so it's like you need a lot of people.
All right, so
interested.
who are you gonna bring on your team
Yeah,
this year?
call them out. Let's
Nicole,
go.
Nicole, your
Let's go.
girlfriend.
I'd have to get her to work out first, so maybe that might be a little bit early for that.
What's that like? You're dating a girl that doesn't work out?
She has worked out in the past, but she's
I mean,
stepped
she
away
looks
from
fit, but
Yeah.
is it?
She's working her way back in.
Does she think you're crazy or is she supportive? Yes.
Supportive.
Okay.
And probably thinks I'm crazy
Yeah, a little
too.
both,
We
yeah.
are. I mean, I'm definitely a little bit crazy.
Well,
but-
you like whenever you guys are grading, like I talk to people and they like don't understand. I'm like, oh, you're in the bubble. Like I'm out of the bubble a little more, or just I don't know. Like I see, I'm like, you're the crazy one. When you don't understand, like he's exceptionally crazy, but all of us like at 47, at 37, 38, it's like your friends are not exercising.
Well, oh, yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Let alone 3 hours a day. Let alone
Right.
having any idea how many calories they're bringing in. It's like, we're the crazy. Like, go to the airport tomorrow morning with me, and you'll see normalcy.
But you're right. It is a bubble. We're kind of in a bubble because of that.
Because you own a CrossFit.
But the crazy thing is that's crazy, right? That there are so many people that aren't aware of what they're eating or how that they're missing out on this
absolutely. It's like,
opportunity to be able to take care of themselves.
You show up somewhere, I'm sure you go to like Thanksgiving and your family's like, you're crazy. And then like being 100 pounds overweight is way crazier Like when you think about it,
Yeah.
than looking like I look more like our ancestors did than you. Right? Like, I mean, so anyway, before we offend people.
But if you want to bring it back around, though,
Yeah.
right? Supporting other coaches to go out and make this bubble bigger is the goal, right?
Yeah, you guys, I mean, Chris was a coach. You were a coach. Did you ever coach?
No,
Not
I
at
did
ACF,
not.
no.
Nope.
But, I mean, and now, I mean, 2 different boxes in the area. You're at fraternity, part owner fraternity?
Yeah.
Part owner.
Yep.
2, Avitas and Round Lake,
Yep.
which has separate names.
Yep.
So, and it's cool. Chris is going to show up at the Capital Region Rumble.
Yeah, and bring all your
Trying to
friends.
get me to commit here to this.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, might as well. I mean,
October 25th. It's like your off season. It'd be great.
Yeah, I think I compete 2 weeks before that in another competition.
what do you got?
I'm going to the Masters Fitness Championship.
Is that a qualifier, or do you have to
I qualified
sign up?
already.
You're
So you're already peaking for it. It'll be perfect.
Yeah.
Great.
That's actually like a D.
Come
That's
on-
like
come
a
off a
deload
wheel
week.
right back
It's a
up.
deload.
I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah.
With 4 people, it'll be like a deload
Yeah.
week for you, for sure.
It's a team.
Team stuff is a lot of fun, though. It's because there's so much stress when you compete individually. When I have had a chance to do a team, it's been really fun.
Okay, real quick before, how'd you meet up with the creature? What's that guy? Mike Chesno?
Chernow.
Chernow?
Yeah.
How'd you meet up with him?
We sat next to each other on a plane.
You were just on a plane. So that dude's not flying first class, or you're flying first class?
I am not flying first
So
class.
that guy, the guy that owns that, wasn't flying first
He
class?
was not. He was not.
He was in the back?
And he sat down next to me. I'm like, oh my god, I definitely know who this guy is. How do I? And I was like, hi, my name is Chris. I was like, I know who
Oh,
you
you would
are.
have been so annoying. If I sat down and somebody said something, I'd be like, no, sir, I'm
But
not
I'm
talking to you.
like, I'm staring at this guy. I'm like, I gotta say something.
How'd you know who he was?
Because I'm in the demo that all of the ads of things that he supports, like
Well,
in
he
my
runs
Instagram
like
feed,
an
is just
oatmeal
constant.
company, yeah. So
'Cause
what
I'm
did you
in that.
say? You started
We started chatting a little bit, and I was like, because I also know he works out he worked out at the time down in Lumberjack, because he's from that area in
Oh,
Hudson.
he's in like that area? I
Yeah.
didn't realize that.
And so small talking about that, and then he was I don't know. Then we started talking about fitness. Next thing you know, I'm committing to do my first high rocks with him.
How did you guys win?
We came in third, actually. We got a penalty.
I saw the, yeah.
We got a penalty. But the guys who were in first were way faster than us. We weren't close. But we would have been in second if we didn't get a 2-minute penalty for things I don't even understand.
I do want to let you go,
I
but
still don't know.
But I talked to Panchik, and we had Hinshaw on yesterday. Now that you've done a high rocks, if you were going to do it again, what would your training, how would it differ from CrossFit?
I would just run more.
So you would do CrossFit?
I would do CrossFit, and I would just plug another day of
What would
running
you
in.
give up? Because, I mean, assuming you were not going to be able to just add another day to your life.
I would take out one workout day a week and plug in a longer run and or interval running, depending, something like that.
And the reason I ask is I see too many, I don't say too many, I see affiliates offering high rocks. In my opinion, is like, you're already offering that. It's called CrossFit. But like, what would you do? And that was kind of Hinshaw and Panchik said the exact same thing, where it's like, maybe a little more, that race is at least 50% running. Especially team,
I think it's
would imagine.
80%
Well,
running,
as
to
a
be
team,
honest.
it's probably different because you're splitting the
Yes.
workload of the
Yep,
other movements. But you just add some running.
100%.
To your day. To
Yeah,
your
because
day.
I think to your point, and that's why I said that, you are doing it's a workout, really. To me, it's like a CrossFit workout. I don't know if
Just
that's
knowing that it doesn't
sacrilegious
change, I
to
wonder.
say that, but it's
no, it's 100% along. It's like a hero workout.
It's it.
Yeah.
And I think, like when we were doing, you can only in the partner version, you can only go as fast as your partner can run, pretty much.
So was Michael slowing you down? Was he?
Sounds like it. It sounds like it.
Sounds like
It was a good.
Sounds like he needed more oatmeal. Some creatures of habit.
We did a great job. We did
You
our
can't
best.
break him. You cannot break him. So teach 25 years.
Chris Anderson
You're-
is the best.
You're very careful with what you say. You learn.
Especially middle schoolers, I bet. It's like you need to be. Some
I'll
high
take,
schoolers.
you'll appreciate this story.
Yeah.
I came in one day, and it was a dress down day. So I'm at the door greeting the kids when they come in, and a girl says to me, she goes, "That fit is not it." And I was like,
What were you wearing?
I thought it was a nice outfit. It was a shirt, just a shirt. It was like a Henley, like one of those 3-button kind of style ones. But it was like a red color, and I was wearing khakis. Maybe I looked like the Target guy. I'm not sure. But she was not feeling the outfit.
She was just trying to get you to take it off.
And so,
That's careful.
and so like in that moment, I'm like, wow, that's really hurt my feelings. And I'm like, don't say anything. I just let her move on. But yeah, I think probably 20 years ago, I'd have been like, I don't like your face. You know what I mean? Like, you learn after a while, the best thing to do is just count to 8. And
I would
probably
imagine
a parent thing too, right?
in the last 25 years, teaching has not become easier.
It definitely has not become easier.
I mean, from social media to everything else, it's probably
I think your
challenging.
bag of tricks gets deeper and your understanding of what you teach gets better, but I think the relationship between school and family is different now than maybe it once was.
The good news for you is like what you have to teach probably hasn't changed, right? Do you have to add like the previous year of history to social studies, or is it like?
So it is to your point, it is a history course, so the history is not changing, but the fun part is that the way you teach it can.
I would be like, kids, today we're gonna watch Saving Private Ryan.
Wait, so, but do you think that CrossFit has gotten harder?
Chad, you're doing a great job keeping me on target. I appreciate it.
No, but
Same
it made me
point.
think, has
Yeah.
CrossFit changed in its ability to, like, is it harder now to coach CrossFit than it was 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Aside from your skill set and your knowledge, the people's ability to kind of be coached and be taught.
I would say that I want to hear you guys. I would say the more challenging component of CrossFit coaching now would be. Back when I started, I was the best because I was the only one. Like, no coach was like, push your knees out. And then it was like, well, that's normal. Where now they can go to Avitas and be like, this guy taught me triple extension. Like, what do you, like you said, like, and more people are doing it better.
Right, but it makes you kind of sharpen your axe more.
Yeah, but it's like
but
the last one said,
I guess I'm
premierise
asking the question more from the perspective of the people on the other end of it, because you were kind of insinuating it's harder to teach kids now than it was 25 years
I meant
ago.
more so, we have a teacher in our curriculum who was like, kids are trying to catch me saying this and that, like, like whether it's like pronouns and things like that,
right.
like. I think that's changed.
But
Plus,
so, like, from the members' perspective, has social media changed our ability to, like, help meet people where they are and lead them forward? Like, has social media made things harder? Because that's a big difference now versus 10 years ago. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm glad social media wasn't as out there when I was the owner. I would have been canceled.
You're glad there's not all that stuff on the internet.
Yeah,
right?
there's the mostly he was very inappropriate. No, I think sure. I don't know. I can't think of it. Can you? You've been coaching a long time now.
So I want to make sure, I feel like we've interpreted the question a couple different ways. So can you rephrase one more time to make sure I'm answering it?
Is our job harder or easier to coach our members now versus 10 years ago based on, I guess, more the member perspective? Are they more or less receptive to coaching now? Are they, like, has social media created any positive or negative kind of expectations when they're being coached, et cetera?
I think it's harder to keep and capture people's attention. Can I get their attention and keep it?
Yeah,
and I think that's probably the school side that I see as well. Some people say, is it a lot different coaching people at the gym than it is teaching? And the answer is, it's actually not all that different at all. I remember you talked to me about this. I told you how I love both things you were talking about. Well, you're basically, in your very tactful way, you're doing the same thing. And I was like, what do you mean? You're like, well, teaching and coaching are pretty much, they're very similar. But I feel like it's hard to get people's, getting their attention on the board to talk about what the workout is, re-get their attention once you tell them to do something else. People, I think sometimes it's hard. And because the demands of their day are harder and they're looking for maybe a little bit of a break from that too, you have to have some built-in time to give people a chance to even just talk to each other, be able to hang out with each other, because they're there for the workout, but they're also there for each other, right?
Yeah.
And I'll say this about both of you, Karen. I never let you coach for me, but you two were two of the fastest developed coaches that I vividly remember. Like, you sparked my memory of, like, I was like, oh, like, Chris is good immediately, and I think your teaching lends itself to that. And I do remember, like, you were always great. Like, I do remember you were more, because we're like the opposite in coaching, but and I think both of you had a desire to get better, like, and that's. Is that teachable?
Shadow?
Sure.
Did you shadow with anybody specifically?
I would imagine I was like, you're coaching tomorrow. You took your L1.
Yes.
Where did you take? Did you take the one that we had at Albany?
No, I went out to the Boston area, and Allie Meacham took it with me too.
Okay.
We did it together.
Yeah.
But did you have somebody at ACF that you shadowed with regularly?
I did my shadowing. Basically, it was through the on-ramp program. So I was kind of hanging out with those guys, and then eventually I got to do little pieces of it, and then I started to do the lecture-y parts.
Because I shadowed with Kehoe a lot.
I was going to say, I remember you.
So I would.
Kevin was still probably is a phenomenal coach.
Yeah.
Probably a little more like you than me.
A little bit more ability to have fun though. Like that was the part.
He definitely had, but he was very technical.
Technical, yeah.
He was always a great coach.
Yep. So I took a lot from him, and I think being able to see his class, then regurgitate it, coach it to the next group. That was why I was able to get. So that's something I recommend to our coaches is like if you can shadow and then coach a class, I feel like you're just going to get set up for success that much faster.
Yeah, and it's no different than feedback, right? The faster you give someone feedback, the better it is because it's fresh.
Yep.
All right.
It's a similar model. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
It's a similar model for student teaching. Like a lot of times when I've had student teachers, they would watch me teach the first lesson, and then they would teach the second class.
Yeah, teach back, yep.
Right, because they at least have some idea of how to get through, right? And then but you also want to become your own person, right? And finding out who you are in that process.
Yep.
I can't believe you have 8 years till you retire.
Don't shake your head, man. I'm still young.
Are you planning to stay at this competitive level till you retire and then double down? Or
double down? I'll be 55. We plan
right
on
now,
winning the 55 years.
People ask me this question a lot, and right now, I'm gonna do kind of what comes up. Like I don't want to put that pressure on myself necessarily. I'm really just enjoying it. My life allows me to do it. If things change and I'm not able to, then I'm gonna look back on this time period fondly and just make sure that I take the most and get the most out of it.
How do you say motivated?
I love it. Like that's the thing. People are like, "Wow, don't you want to go out and have a slice of pizza?" Which again, I do sometimes. I'm not negging that. Like
only the vanilla side of it.
I love what I eat. I love going to bed.
But it's
early.
not the food for me. Like I eat really like I'm OCD with my food. It's the idea of training for 3 hours.
I don't train for 3 hours, so maybe that's probably
okay. Well, even training,
90
going
minutes.
into that zone anymore, like that. I know you have to. How do you convince yourself to do that?
Well, for right now, I'm motivated by I want to go out on August 21st and be able to put my best self forward, you know?
Yeah.
So that to me is having the opportunity, like having that opportunity, having to wait 4 years to have the opportunity again makes me understand how fragile
That's cool.
that opportunity
That's
is, and I
very
want to make sure when I'm out there I'm able to do my best. So, you know, this morning I was pushing a sled, which I don't enjoy doing very much, but I know that if that comes out, I want to be ready for it. So.
This is pretty core to your identity too, right? Like this is very much who you are.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. That's like, keep doing that, you know?
Well, this is awesome. Seeing you guys, all of you. It's been cool. It's been great. I'm glad I got to know you guys all through CrossFit.
Yeah.
Like shout out, right? And keep doing your thing at the affiliate. Keep the big fan of teachers. I mean, my mom.
Yeah, your mom. Right?
No, my mom was a 50-year teacher. We had Donna on earlier. Like they're the unsung heroes, truly, of the world. And it's impressive. So good job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for having
Appreciate
us.
you letting me crash your.
Oh
your
my God,
podcast.
this is great.
Our views just went through the roof.
Yeah, we were done talking.
Can I rap? Sure. What kind of rap would you like?
That good call, Nate. Whatever you want to do, give us a rap. Take us out. Take us out of the best hour of their day podcast on a rap.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to come up with one off the top of my head. I was going to do one of the ones I have for
All
you.
right, you can do one. Don't overthink it.
All right, this is called the Bill of. Am I looking at camera? This is called the Bill of Rights rap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more to go. 1 shot of 11. 8, 9, 10. These amendments are tight. But what exactly is the Bill of Rights? Let's begin with number 1. Freedoms galore. Speech, press, religion, rights people adore. Assembly, gather peaceably in the crowd. Petitioning, complaining to your government's allowed. The right to bear arms, that's Amendment 2. Each state determines what you can and cannot do. Amendment 3 deals with troops. You don't have to quarter, not by law, proclamation, or executive order. No illegal search or seizure. Amendment 4, you better have a warrant if you want to explore. Amendment number 5, the rights of the accused. No self-incrimination, your words cannot be used to prove your guilt. You better give it all they got. Double jeopardy means they only get 1 shot. Final clause, due process means proceedings must be fair. All those rights are yours and we're only halfway there. Chorus, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 more to go, 1 shot of 11. 8, 9, 10, these amendments are tight. But what exactly is the Bill of Rights? I'll stop there.
Chris Anderson, everybody.
Thank you,
Chad
thank
and
you.
Karen Selswick.
Amazing.
CrossFit Avitas, Round Lake, Fraternity.
Check it out.
Capital Region Rumble.
Check it out at ITZMRA 100. That's my YouTube
It's
station.
Mr. A.
It's Mr. A 100.
There you go.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thanks for checking out this episode of the Best Hour of Their Day podcast. We appreciate you listening and choosing to have us help you in your passion for coaching and affiliate ownership. You can find more episodes just like this on all podcast platforms. If you're interested in learning more, you can reach out to us on any social media platforms, or you can visit www.besthouroftheirday.com to book a call. If you found this episode helpful for you, please share it so that we can help other coaches and affiliate owners to help build a bigger and stronger CrossFit community. Thanks for listening.